action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots come out led by the four-time Super Bowl MVP and owner of a record 6 Super Bowl rings. Arguably the greatest to ever play the game, Tom Brady. And we keep asking the same questions every year. How much longer can he keep doing this? Is this the year the dynasty crumbles? And every year Brady comes out and leads his team to the Super Bowl. They've been there now 3 years in a row, and only one team has made it 4. That's the Buffalo Bills. But remember, they lost all 4 in the early 90s.
Wait, set, 53! Mike, 45. You never win. You never win. Let's go, baby. Let me go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Brady. He's got LaCosse, his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run with White, and not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the safety creep. Cover.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And we look at this offense now, and Zach Martin will be important for this team today.
He's so good, Brandon, that you can play him at any position in the offensive line, and I think he's a Pro Bowl player at each spot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a 2nd one, that's on you. And if there's a 3rd one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
For New England, this is how they will line things up defensively. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Mike 54. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball. Come on. 54, right there.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Out of the gun, Luck. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right there, 54.
11 Z.
54, Mike. Time to go, night.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now it's locked. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
You better bring. Right now, you better bring.
Mike.
Here's Locke. And he's got Fitzgerald. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That catch is a big one. We got to note it. Ties him for number 2 all-time with Tony Gonzalez, 1,325 career receptions.
And didn't they always tell us to model our performance, model our games after the greats that came before us? Well, here's a great example of why he's at this number. Took care of himself off the field and really produced on it.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in it? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Wait, set. Wide 80. Check 45 on the line. Wide 20 high. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Brady. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Room here to run.
Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball. What we got?
on first down. It's Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. And he fires one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Rip left, rip left. On. 36, 36.
Throwing on 3rd down, Love. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot up.
Wait, 53! You need hit! You need hit! 53
The drive starts with a run by White. They'll have a first down past the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
First down, here's White. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Brady, throw left side, reeled in by Lacoste. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Brady going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
45 for Mike. 45 for Mike. I got it.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel.
on, Mike. Let's go. 380. Hey, let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Bell, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher, sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, offensive player.
Throwing on second and long. Luck. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Third and long, it's Locke. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
Mike 45. Watch the back,
Brady now on first down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Stop your whining.
After the interception, it's Locke. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. They'll try the right side with Bell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here's Locke. And he fires one, but incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just... Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And, partner, I think that's a great... example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Brady gives this to White. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Come on.
Brady now on first down. And Watson has it right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And Watson has it right side. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Brady now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Brady. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Love. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
12. 53, check 53. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 53.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
Six man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I hope he brought your 11. 53 is the mic. 53, check 53.
Throwing on second down. Luck. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And all the way in. touchdown, New York. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you all... And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one.
53!
So we reach the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready!
So here are the Jets now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Go! 290!
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half, no matter.
Wait, set, slide, 20. Check, right 54, right 54. Watch the blast, watch the blast.
Play action, now it's Brady. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Brady. That's caught by the tight end Lacoste. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Week 7 in the NFL wrapping up tonight. Not too early to look ahead to Week 8. Already the halfway point of the season. My goodness. But we started out with a good one. In the NFC, Washington taking on Minnesota from U.S. Bank Stadium. Kickoff scheduled for 8:20 Eastern, 7:20 local there in the Twin Cities.
Line, 622. 54, watch 54. You got nothing. You got nothing.
On 1st and 10, Locke in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Lawrence Guy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Crawl. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, orbit. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Push him back.
To try again after the sack. Luck. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Hey, it's our house. Hey, check 11. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Mike's 5'4". Quo. Get him. Mike's 54. Hey, Delta.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back him up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Just beating the play clock is Love. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Bell. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game. Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
After review of the play.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
On first down, it's Long. His throw incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Luck now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Here's Luck. A screen to Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Switch. One back. Mike, 53, Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Throwing again is Luck. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, check. 53 to Mike. 53.
Here's Luck. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain there of 21 yards. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Jets will extend their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think...
Hey, 53! I'm coming for you, son! I'm coming for you, son! Hey, check it!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a pass dropped off here for James White, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Brady now to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Twelve. 51. Hey, exit. 51's mine.
On second and 2, Luck. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
To throw is Luck. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down. But defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Hey, check.
They'll run on first down. Bell. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll fake it. Now Lott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Now, how many times have we seen that? Third down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Brady will try again on second down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check 50, check 50.
On second down, they'll run with White. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
40, 10, 380. 45. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Let's go.
To throw is Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
5 down, stand up in.
Second down and goal. Brady, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Josh Allen coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here comes the boom! I see you, boy! I see you!
They had to go to the monitor and get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Give me that ball, General West!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Look out! Line 40! Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Line for that.
On first down, it's Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Second turn, defense, let's go.
Check nickel.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, it's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop.
Hey, set. 380. Mike 54. We own them. We own them. Hey, 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics all off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Brady now on 1st down. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On 1st down, it's Bell, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving.